Holy cow, guys, this is take number 3. The Wi-Fi is not connecting outside tonight. So I'm trying to show you guys how to create a missing molding on a piece of drawer front here. And I've done it 3 times now, but we're gonna try this again because I really want to get a video. I don't do this all that often. I have this drawer here. This is a Thomasville dresser, really pretty piece, but I'm missing about 6 or 7 inches of molding from the drawer front right here. So I'm gonna create a section out of paper clay to fix that part there. So what I have out here is I just take some cooking spray, like your Pam cooking spray, and I'm just gonna coat. So I'm gonna reuse this section of good molding to create a mold, and then I'm gonna place it here. So I put cooking spray on my molding, make sure I get it into all the crevices there.
So Shelly says she can see you.
Finally, finally, right? And then I have my hot glue gun out, and I've already kind of coated this, but I'll just show you. I'm just going over my molding with hot glue. I want to cover it liberally. I'm going to try to do this without burning myself. So anyway, so you can see where I've coated this all in hot glue. Just dumped it on. The thicker hot glue gun works better. This is a smaller one, but the glue doesn't come out fast enough. I'll show you guys a section here. It just makes a really, you know, kind of weak stream. And it would
time lapse.
Yeah, it would take you forever. So I recommend a larger glue gun with the fatter glue sticks. So this is where I've created the molding here. And I put the cooking spray on. So when I go to pull this off, you can see it just pops off. So I'm just popping the hot glue off of this, like, I probably did too long of a length here. I probably did, you know, what, 10 inches, and I only need 6 or 7. But I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Nancy says it looks warm outside.
I know, it's pretty nice.
Yes, it's pretty nice.
So now I've got a pretty decent molding here. A pretty decent mold that I'm going to use to recreate this section. So once I have my mold, I'm going to take my paper clay from Prima. I'm just going to take a chunk off of the block and work it in my fingers a little bit. I'll just do a small section. I won't do this full like 10-inch piece here. I just soften it in my hands a little bit. You can add a drop of water if you need to soften it. And then I'm going to fit it into the mold I just created. It's like Play-Doh. You do want to get pretty clean edges on here, so you want to get this pretty flat. Because whatever is on the edges, it will hang out on the sides of your mold. So then I've got that pretty well smashed in there. I use a little bit of water to just kind of smooth this out. So, and then once that's done, you can kind of bend this and play with it.
Jillian just tuned in. She's asking where you buy the molding.
I just made this. You mean the clay? Oh, the paper clay. I'll post a link on here when I'm done. I have a link for you guys. So then I'm going to play with this a little bit, and I will pop out what I just made with my molding. So there was a couple lumps in my my glue, so I'm just going to smooth those out on the front here. Might need to, you know, mold it a little bit with your fingers, but otherwise I've got a piece of molding here that I can use. I will attach this with wood glue. I attach it while it's still wet, and then I'll let it dry on my drawer front. And the reason is because while it's still wet, it has, you can create the curvature. This drawer has a curve on it, so I can mold this to the front of my drawer while it's still wet, and I'll let it dry on the drawer front. And then I can paint it just like my drawer, and I've got an exact match to my piece of molding. So that's kind of it. So I'll come on and I'll post a link to this paper clay. But that's how you would copy. If you're missing, you could do this if you're missing a foot or any type of molding. So that was it. I just wanted to show you guys.